This is Patrick from Front 242, and we are at Amphi, the Orcus Open Air Festival. What is special for us is that first it finishes earlier, so we decided to play more songs rather than like heavy tracks. Also, it's a very summer atmosphere. It's very relaxing, especially backstage, but when I go around I see the people also being very, very relaxed on this festival, and that's very nice. The audience, I have to say tonight the audience was exceptionally good. I mean, sometimes in the set we felt we were going a little down because we had a few technical problems, not big, but a few ones. And each time the audience brought us back into the gig. So the audience was like, we're like the fifth Front 242 band member tonight. I think, strange enough, it wasn't Headhunter. I think it was Im Rit muss bleiben, because we had a very strong reaction from the audience on that one. So it's a German track in Germany. I mean, people relate to it. It's nice. It's very, those factors that bring the audience to the band and vice versa are totally linked with something physical. Because I think since the beginning Front 242 is a physical band, because at the time a lot of people were saying that electronic music was quite boring, people just staying behind keyboards, and we wanted to prove those people wrong. So I think that the band is very physical even today, and when the magic is happening between the people, the audience dancing in front of the stage, for instance, or people clapping their hands, and the moves on the stage, then we feel that it's really going for, it's going to be a good gig. I think one of the recipes to keep a certain amount of improv in what we do. It's not only, I mean, a part of the music is set and a part of the music we stick to, but every concert is different, so the magical moment can be any time in a track, or a track might be a surprise. So I think one of the recipes is to play a lot of live, because there's very, very little playback except the fast sequences that we cannot play, which are sequencer, but there's no playback with this band. And for me that's one of the recipe, because I think there are too many playbacks in this field in general. We always see, I mean, I just saw a friend that I saw like in '85 who was already at a Front 242 concert at the time. I think you have to remember that in this part in Germany, Köln, Düsseldorf, the Ruhr, in the 80s we were one of the top bands. You know, now the Eastern Germany is probably a little more dark side than the West part of Germany, but we always had a strong fan base here, EBM people, etc. So I think we have a strong link, and a part of our roots are in this area, and I mean, we could feel it tonight. Integrity. I must say this is what we always had. We never did music because a record label told us to do so. We never went excessively commercial because it was easy for success or whatever. We always kept integrity, and we did the music we wanted to do. And this is something very important for us, but also for the audience, because people acknowledge that. Whoa. I would say for me it would be Kampfbereit, which is a track from our first album, because it's really one of the first compositions that I personally brought in to the band, that we all worked on, and it became a Front 242 piece. But this is a track that I always really liked. Very simple, very basic, goes right away to the heart. I mean, I really like that track.